to everyone watching this video. This is Rick, and once again welcome to another episode of King Sacrifice. So today in this video we're gonna take a look over one of the games played by world's 6th official chess champion, whom we call Mikhail Botvinnik. He was a Soviet and Russian chess grandmaster, and he also worked as electrical engineer and computer scientist at the same time. He was one of the very few players who achieved distinction in another career while playing top-class competitive chess. So without wasting any time, let's start our video. So in this game, Mikhail plays the white pieces against Lajos Portisch. So he starts with the move c4, black starts with the move e5, so this is the English setup, which later on went on for reversed dragon. Knight to c3, knight to f6, g3, d5, c takes on d5, knight takes on d5, bishop to g2, bishop e6, knight to f3, knight to c6, castles, knight to b6. So here computers suggest the move d4, after which e takes on d4, knight to b5, bishop to e7, bishop to f4, and knight to d5. But in the game, Mikhail played the move d3, after which bishop to e7, bishop to e3, castles a3, a5, knight to a4, knight captures on a4, queen captures on a4. So the point of playing this move is that white wants to bring out his queen early in the game. Bishop to d5, rook f to c1, rook to e8, rook to c2. He wants to double up his rook on the c5. Bishop to f8, so he brings another rook on the c1. Knight to b8. So the point of playing this move is that whenever the rook captures on the c7 square, black will trap the rook by playing bishop to c6 and also gaining an exchange. But here white played rook takes on c6, after which b takes on c6, but instead of playing the move rook to b7, he plays a really amazing move, that is rook takes on f7. So this is a very dangerous move if black will capture it. So in the game the move h6 was played, but let's see what happens if the king captures the f7 rook. So now here comes a check from the queen from c4 square, after which king to g6, queen to e4 check, king to f7, knight to g5. So now here black has three choices, that is king to f6, king to e7, or king to g8. So let's see each one of them. Also here black has a choice, that is to take the knight with the queen. So this is suggested because the three of the moves by white king is going to get checkmated, because let's see what happens after king to f6. So now comes queen to f3 check, king to g6, queen to f7 check, king to h6, bishop to f3, threatening a checkmate on the h5 square. So here black can do nothing to stop the checkmate, but he can only try the move g6, after which he is going to get checkmated from the h7 square. So this was the first move. So let's look over another move, that is king to g8. So hopefully everyone can see it, that is queen takes on h7 will be a checkmate. So let's look over the last move, that is king to e7, and after this queen takes on e5 check, king to d7, bishop to h3 check, rook to e6. So here knight takes on e6, bishop to d6, knight takes on d8, king to c7, queen takes on g7 check, king takes on d8, bishop to g5 check, king e8, queen to g8 check, bishop to f8, queen e6, bishop e7, and queen takes on e7 with a checkmate. So if your king takes on d8, bishop to b6, bishop to c7, and bishop takes on c7 will be a checkmate. So we have seen that all the three moves of the black king is losing, so the only move that I can play here is to take the knight with the queen, which is also going to be losing for black. So keeping that in mind, he plays the move h6. So white rook returns to b7. Black attacks the rook by playing queen to c8, after which queen to c4 check, king to h8. So now it is already winning for our white. That's why he gives up his rook on the b7 and plays knight to h4. So here black takes the rook in order to gain some insurance, so that whenever his king is getting attacked too much, he could throw some pieces back. So now here white plays the move knight to g6 check, king to h7, bishop to e4. So white is threatening some discovery checks, so black plays the move bishop to d6, getting out of the discoveries. So here white plays knight takes on e5. Now here if black plays the move king to h8, knight to f7. Now here it is suggested that queen takes on f7 would be better, but if king to g8, then knight takes on d6, giving a check, king to h8 and gaining the queen on the other move. So black here plays g6 in the game, after which bishop takes on g6, king to g7, bishop takes on h6. Now if here, so with this move black resigned in the game, but if here black moves king to h8, then knight to f7 check, king to g8, knight takes on d6, king to h8, knight takes on b7. Whatever, if rook to e7, then queen d4, king g8, queen d8, rook e8, and queen takes on e8 would be a checkmate. If here anything black moves, for suppose knight to d7, I think queen to f7 will over the game. So if here instead of king to h8, if king takes on h6, then queen to h4, king to g7, queen to h7 check, king to f8, queen takes on b7, and initiate is over. So here white is threatening to take on the e8 and also a checkmate on the f7 square, and so that black cannot take on the e5 knight. So this was all about today's video. So if you like this game, let me know by clicking on the like button below the video. So if you have subscribed our channel already, then thank you very much and keep supporting us, and if you haven't, go ahead and subscribe it. Also press the bell icon so that you will get a notification whenever I'll upload a video. So thank you for watching and see you on the next episode of King Sacrifice.